In today's video, we're going to teach you guys how to use any 3D printer in this video. Okay, so the first step of all time is to go into any web browser, doesn't matter. Then you want to go into the search bar and then type in. So these are the two I use, guys. Thingiverse. This is what I use, Thingiverse. They have a bunch of cool stuff, but this is what else I use. Hold up, what do I use? MakerWorld. This is what I use. I use makerworld.com. And this is what we're going to be using and show you guys how to do it in this video. So you can see they have a bunch of cool stuff in this, and I kind of want to print this. So let's say I want to print this. Let's just say that. And you want to click, if it's on download STL/CAD files, it's going to be like a weird file, so don't do that. You want to click on the arrow, click on download 3MF, and then it'll download it. Or you can just click this and search whatever your printer brand is. So my printer brand is Creality, so I use Creality Slicer. Creality Print, and click on the first link at the. Click download on whatever your printer is. Whatever your computer brand is. Or like, not brand, but like the computer, like Windows, Mac OS, or Mac OS Intel. But for me, I'm using Windows, so you just click download. Then go into File Explorer. And you want to go into downloads. And you'll see Creality Print. It's going to look like that. Creality Print 4.4127 _release. So once you double click on that, you're just gonna click install and then a bunch of buttons, which is like install, done, whatever. And then once it's downloaded, once it's downloaded, you guys are gonna want to go and search Creality Print or Creality Slicer. There's differences between them. Creality Print is just better for CR Touch, BL Touch, stuff that automatically levels the bed. So I recommend, because most of you guys are gonna have a newer printer, so just go with Creality Print. And it might take like a minute to launch because it's a really heavy CPU program. Once it's launched in, you guys will see that I have all these tabs and a preview and device. Now, I have the Ender 5 Pro by Creality, so I am going to make a new thing with all the presets. Yeah, so you can either use the standard, but I'm using Ender 5 Pro. And one thing when you're adding a printer, so basically I'm going to show you. How do I add a printer? I just want this to be easier for you guys. Just click the settings, and then you'll see if I'm going to Ender series. If you have the Ender 5 Pro, it's not gonna show. It might show the Ender 5 Plus, but no Ender 5 Pro in here, which is weird. But Yeah, it's weird that the Ender 5 Pro is not in here, and the older ones are, but like the Ender 5 Plus is a really cool printer actually. Mine is an Ender 5 Pro, so I don't have the Ender 5 Plus. There's no Ender 5 Pro if you guys have it, but this is how I got it. I just selected the Ender 3 4 and then renamed it to Ender 5 Pro because the Ender 3 is like the closest thing to the Ender 5 Pro. And you might be thinking, wait, that's not right. But it is, because the Creality Ender 5 Plus, it has a build volume of 350 by 400, and the Ender 5 Pro is smaller than that, which is 220 by 220 by 400. Even though it says the height is 250, you can change that if you go into and click the pencil icon. You'll see like basic information. You want to change printable height. Actually, wait, it's 300. So the Creality Ender 5 Pro is a 300 build printable height, and the excluded bed area is 220 by 220. There's a bunch of settings. You want to make sure the nozzle volume is correct, or else your whole print is just toast. And you don't want to really mess with the Z offset, preferred orientation. You can I don't know, I've never messed with preferred orientation, but I would not, because it's perfectly fine on how it is. But you can see like G-code flavor Marlin. Normally you're gonna select Marlin Legacy for the Ender 5 Pro, and you'll see a bunch of these like cooling fan. You're gonna want to set the fan speed up to uptime by 0, and both of these to 0. On the extruder clearance, radius 47, and then height to rod 25, and then the height to lid 25. Now for the adaptive bed mesh, I've never messed with this or any of this, so basically you just want to leave it how it is. If you get a different nozzle, like basically stainless steel or hardened steel or unidentified, normal nozzles are brass or steel, like stainless steel. I've messed with the G-code for the Ender 5 Pro because I have this BL Touch. So AI created this whole thing and it works perfectly fine, so I don't want to change it. But yeah, you guys can copy this. I'll put this in the link in description if you want a BL Touch or CR Touch on your printer and have one, and the machine start G-code is not working. I would not mess with any of like the machine end G-code. I mean, you can. It's basically the machine start G-code, but to end it, I've messed with it again. AI created this, but I haven't messed with any other of these, and nothing is in there. So if you go to multi-filament, which Ender 5 Pro and some newer printers don't have, and it's only some printers that have 4 multi-filament. So I'm not gonna mess with this because I don't have a printer that has multi-filament, so I just have one filament. If you extruder 1, you'll likely not need to mess with any of these. Motion ability, likely not mess with these. But if you want a faster print, you can mess with like speed limitation, acceleration limitation, jerk limitation, and like this is cool to mess with because honestly, if you put it lower, it's going to make your print quality higher, but if you put it a little higher than this, your print, it's still going to look really good and smooth, but it's not going to be as smooth, which I don't really mind the rough or smooth. So yeah, that's after. Don't exit out here at all yet. If you like set everything to what it needs to be set to and click save, or actually what I did, I pressed save as and then named it Ender 5 Pro because I have the Ender 5 Pro. But you want to select your bed type up here, which is most likely a smooth PEI plate or a textured PEI plate, which is the textured PEI plate is generally the main plate that the printer comes with. So then, yeah, this, you don't really need to mess with this, except for I would do like a layer height of 0.2 and the first layer height of 0.2. If you set this past your nozzle diameter, it's going to mess up the print. So I would not do that. Like I can't go past, wait, what? I don't know, but yeah, just look that up because I kind of forget. But you want to select this to your what you just did and made. Now these are all just random things up here that is useful and very useful actually, but mainly to add your object. You can either select this and click import and click import 3mf/stl/step and others, but generally this is easier. And if you don't want to click your mouse, you can do Control I and it opens it. Now these are the thing we downloaded from like MakerWorld or Thingiverse. Now you'll see what time you 3D printed it at, and I 3D printed the Zero Blade light at 2:14 and it's 2:27 now. So we're gonna click the latest one at what time and date you downloaded it, because that's generally the one you just downloaded, and then left click there, and then go down to open and left click open. Now it's always going to do this. If it doesn't, that's fine. It doesn't really matter if it does it or not. But generally, you want to select import geometry only. You do not want to click open as project. Just click import geometry only, and it's better. But once you have it, it might say, like for some prints, an object is laid over the boundary of the plate or exceeds the height limit, which is generally normal for some prints. But this, you want to drag the prints inside the build plate, and you just want to make sure they're lined up. Now, before we actually print this, and this is really important, guys, if your print is like hanging like that, it's totally gonna mess up the whole print. Now, generally, you guys want to, like, if the other objects don't need supports, like, you don't have to do this. Like, this is a support tab. You don't have to enable them. You just click on this, left click on the object that's hanging, and then click support painting. And then click enable support, and it's not going to enable it for the whole print. So, and just that's good if you need it. But generally, tree supports mess up on my printer. So normally I do normal manual. Then you'll select tool type, and generally it's easiest to do fill, just because it fills it in quick and stuff. But once you have it ready, this is how you want to slide it like this. So if you guys see this in my mouse, okay, you guys can see the mouse. You see the wheel, you want to click on it and it'll move the object like this. Just click down, push down on the mouse wheel, don't scroll it. Scrolling is to zoom in and out. Yeah. If you need supports on any other, you can either do like this is a circle to draw, but generally I normally use fill because it's easiest and it doesn't take a long time. It's just quick. Now, once you're done with that, you can click on this support painting again, and then you see like maybe another thing needs supports. You just want to check. If it does not need supports, then you click slice plate, and it's going to take a second to slice the plate. And once it's sliced, you'll see this is supports right here, and yeah, you guys will see. Hold on, I'm just gonna drag this over here. You'll see like a bunch of things. You generally want to do line type just to check everything, and it looks better. You don't want to really go into G-code. It's just a bunch of stuff and numbers and letters. If you guys don't know what light mode is, it's basically like it doesn't really do much of a difference. So you can turn it off or on. It doesn't really even do anything much different, but I normally use it on because I don't know how to explain what it does, but it says if you put your mouse over it and hover over it, it'll say in light mode only the essential toolpath data is displayed. So yeah, light mode is good. You want to keep that on. If it's off, then turn it on. You make sure, guys, you want the nozzle shown and the print platform shown, because without any of it, it's just weird, and you'll think like, oh no, something's off or something. Go, hold on, Tyler, I'm making a video. Shut the door. Shut it. My gosh. Yeah. Once you're done, and also your printer comes with an SD card or a USB drive. Normally, the newer printers come with USB drives, but the older ones like Ender 5 Pro come with an SD card, which is tiny and easy to lose. But generally, I haven't lost it, and I've had the printer for 6 years now because it's 2025. But once you're actually done with that, you'll see that if you have an SD card reader, which you're going to need one, normally they come with a printer. Mine is not reading it, so I have, here, I'll just show you guys this. This is what mine is. It's just like one of these. It comes with all these USB ports. This is the tiny slot I put my SD card in, so if it's not reading it, then put it in a different orientation and just kind of push it in a little bit, like put some, like just kind of press down a little hard, like kind of, not a lot, or else it'll actually break. But once you're done, you want to click, it'll see, normally show a green button that says send print, but normally that's not what you want. You want to click on the arrow, which is on the bottom arrow, then click left click on it with your mouse. Then you're going to want to go to export G-code and click on it, and it'll show the file name. I don't really like to mess with it because it just makes it easier, but I might mess with it sometimes. Like I might name it like knife. I'm gonna name that one knife, but you'll see 3D printer. This is what I named my SD card, and you want to click save. And now, guys, normally I forgot to say this, but if you click on settings, and you'll see the printer, but actually no, don't click on settings. Click on the pencil icon. Click on machine G-code. You guys normally don't want to mess with this, like don't mess with any of it, because normally you guys are just gonna manually level it. If you want to wait up, what was I gonna say? If you want to upgrade to a CR Touch or BL Touch, you're going to not need a new printer, but you need to get one of the BL Touches or CR Touches. I would like CR Touches way better because the probe is metal, but it's a little hard. Like I literally had my printer broken for a year, so generally I would not recommend to install one of those unless you actually want to. Like I have one. Somehow I got it fixed, but if you guys want to install a BL Touch or CR Touch, you just comment, because I don't really think I'm gonna show you guys in today's video because I just want to make it kind of short. But yeah, if you go into File Explorer, you'll see 3D printer. You'll see that it says knife, and yeah, you can. I generally don't eject it, so I never open the File Explorer. But if you guys want to check if it actually worked, that's how you do it. But guys, I just want to make sure you guys do it right, just because. No, on the printer. It's super easy, like easier than the slicer and stuff that you do on the computer. You just take your SD card, put it into the printer, and then you're just gonna there's like either a scrolly wheel or a touch screen, and there's like a bunch of stuff like print. Normally you want to select print. There's other videos out there, but I might post one on how to do that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then subscribe for more, because I'm actually going to start posting more videos like this. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe.